Hey guys, this is Ricky, and here is a quick little overview of my VTOL T1 Ranger. So for the video transmission system, I have the Walksnail unit, and I have the C20T. It's the GM3 gimbal. It's the same one that caddx uses. So it does a fantastic job of mechanical stabilization. I can look right. I can look left. I can look up and down. And it does a fantastic job of stabilizing. My Walksnail unit is up in the front. I 3D printed this little grill so it gets fantastic cooling. There's also a little 5-volt fan that sits on top of it, so it always stays cool. And then I printed this little mount so that the gimbal can go on it, and there are two M3 bolts that connect this to the frame, that go through the fan, that connect to the Walksnail unit down below. So this guy isn't going anywhere. I also tried to make a replacement part for the tilt mechanism. It should be a drop-in fit for the VTOL version that Hewing sends out. I printed some exhaust holes so that the barometer for the flight controller doesn't go crazy. Underneath the hood, I have a 4S 2800 lithium ion pack. And back here, there's a little tray that holds the GPS and a little breakout board for the USB-C. Underneath here, you see I have a SpeedyBee F45 mini wing and then a nest of wires. I also shielded the GPS wire with Kapton tape and copper tape. Back here is the tail motor. I put the ESC on the outside because I thought it might get too hot being inside of there, but kind of looking back on it, I think it would have been much cleaner if I would have put the ESC on the inside and then routed all the wires, but it seems to work fantastic. I also 3D printed the little aluminum hub that connects the tail. So far, it flies really, really good. And this is something I think that's pretty cool on my radio. So when I am in airplane mode and I want to loiter mode, I just flip the switch and it goes into loiter and it just circles overhead. But
manual mode,
when I am in
inav
VTOL mode and I flip the same switch down,
position hold mode,
it does the same thing, but it doesn't say loiter. It says position hold, and then it just hovers in place. The other thing I did that I think is pretty cool
airplane mode,
is that when I'm in airplane mode and I arm the motor,
motors armed, auto launch, don't forget to raise the throttle, black box recording started.
so it goes ahead and does the auto launch, and then I have that reminder because on more than one occasion I forgot to raise my throttle and I've thrown my airplane and nothing happens. But
motors disarmed,
if I'm in
inav
VTOL mode and I arm the motors,
motors armed, black box recording started.
it just arms the motors. It doesn't go into auto launch and I can just hover. So those are a couple features that I think is really neat. Check out some of the Lua scripts I have on my radio. This is my home screen. This is the inav Lua script. This screen shows how many flights I have. And this is the Yahoo Maps Lua script. It looks much smoother on the radio, but it's difficult to film and fly at the same time. To download the maps to the radio, you have to prefetch them using ArduPilot and run a little script that makes them exactly 100 by 100. Here's a quick little 4-waypoint mission. In hindsight, I put the waypoints way too close together, and the T1 Ranger had a difficult time making the sharp turns. It would have done much better if they were further apart. Here's a map of the flight. The green dots are in loiter mode. It did really well. The white dots are waypoint mode, where it didn't do as well. The yellow is return to home, and the green is it loitering around home while I set up to video the landing. The transition from fixed wing to VTOL mode pauses at 45 degrees for a little bit before it's in full VTOL mode. Here's the flight from this afternoon. It's also a bit of a maiden, as I've upgraded just about everything since I flew it last. First of all, I upgraded inav from 8.0.1 to 9.0.1. Then I upgraded EdgeTX to 2.12. I also upgraded the Walksnail firmware to 39.44.15, which introduced automatic frequency hopping for better interference resistance. I've already seen this in action when flying with a buddy who runs DJI. And the last thing I upgraded was my Express LRS transmitter and receiver to version 4.0. As always, after arming the motors but before I raise the throttle, I put it in loiter mode. Then I raise the throttle and I give it a good toss. After it finishes auto launch, you can see it did a really good job at loitering. As you can see, it did a really good job at loitering. So I thought I would try out the little waypoint mission I created. After it goes to waypoint number 1, it heads to waypoint number 2. And it's about here that I figured out that I put the waypoints way too close together and it couldn't make the turn. It still did a pretty good job regardless. Anytime the wind here in Texas is below 10 miles per hour, it is a great day to fly. Here it is going to waypoint number 1 again. It tries to go to waypoint number 2, can't hit it, so it goes ahead and starts going towards waypoint number 3. Once it gets close enough, then it switches to waypoint number 4 and goes towards it. Then it heads back to waypoint number 1. Here I'm going to put it in cruise mode for a little bit to get it farther out so I can test out return to home. As soon as I'm out a little bit, I flip the return to home. I thought it was going to turn right, but in this case it decided to turn left and kind of made a wide sweeping turn, flying over the football field and over the school. But it did a fantastic job, and as soon as it reaches home, it begins loitering. It's here where I put on my little hat with a mount for my phone so I can video the landing. I adjusted the camera so you can watch the motors tilt. You can see how well the gimbal does at stabilizing. Then I switch it into manual mode, and you can see that I bring it in pretty hot. It does a great job of slowing down, and then all I do is bring it in to land. When I switch into VTOL mode, you can watch it pause at 45 degrees for just a bit, and then it pulls up to slow it down, and then now I'm in acro mode, and I just bring it in nice and slow. I hope you enjoyed the flight. Here is some bonus hover footage.
Black box recording started.
Yeah, you can see it's pretty windy, and it's holding its position. These pirouettes are all in position hold mode using only the rudder. The wind was knocking it around pretty good, but it stayed fairly level. I hope you enjoyed the video.